Hey there, my Aries, and welcome to your September 2017 love reading with Divine Love Tarot. I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers. Thanks for joining me. And if you're a returning viewer or a subscriber, then I want to say thank you so much for the love and support that you guys have been showing me, okay? It's always an adventure when you decide to do anything on social media. You know, I put up my videos. I don't really have a lot of promotion or anything, so I'm just very ecstatic that people are finding their way to my videos. So I want to say thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into this reading. It's going to be the same spread that I've been doing, past, present, and future, with 3 cards in each position, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with your past position. The first card you have in your past position is the Hanged Man, okay? The next card you have in your past position is the King of Wands. And the next card you have in your past position is the Page of Cups. Okay, so either we've got a couple people going on in this past position, or we have a very kind of like intense sort of situation. All right, so let's start with the Hangman. So the Hangman represents sacrifices that you make for a relationship, okay, or feeling that you're wanting to sacrifice, being willing to sacrifice to be in this relationship, okay, or to have been in that relationship. It also represents possibly letting go of something or someone. Okay, so maybe either someone let go of you or you let go of someone. Okay, you guys were at a crossroads and a decision was made to let one of you go. All right, there's a King of Wands here in this situation, so this could be you, Aries, presenting yourself as the King of Wands, or another fire sign that you might have been dealing with. Here we have the Page of Cups, which represents a water sign, could be a Pisces. Okay, so maybe Aries, if you were dealing with a Pisces, either that Pisces, it's one of two things, either that Pisces, or 3 things I should say. One of the Pisces either let you go, you might have let them go, but you guys had kind of like a very kind of connection. Because here with the King of Wands, this represents someone who is a go-getter and motivated. This person's willing to work hard to win the heart of the person that they're interested in, okay? This card indicates that there was a protective and caring bond that went back and forth between the 2 partners. So if it was you and this Pisces or this water sign, that it means that you guys really did care about each other. But for whatever reason, either there were a lot of sacrifices that had to be made for you guys to be together, or one of you decided that you were not willing to sacrifice. You were not willing to do the hard work to be in the situation. And it might have even been this water sign, okay, because this person is more emotional. They wear their heart on their sleeve. They're in love with love. And that's also signified by the Hangman, okay? The Hangman represents a relationship where it was like the love kind of trumped everything else, that loving feeling, you know? This represents that puppy love, that new budding relationship where you guys are kind of like infatuated with each other, all right? And this pages can also represent some type of emotional immaturity. All right, so maybe, you know, this was too intense for this particular person. Okay, so you either have a situation in the past where, you know, you guys were just really connected and you were willing to sacrifice to be together. Okay, so that's one couple. So you guys have done everything that you can and sacrifice to be together. And then there's another couple where, you know, one person was willing to do all the work and willing, well, not all the work, willing to put in the work and willing to sacrifice for the relationship. And the other person is either overwhelmed by it or decided that they were not going to put in that sacrifice and possibly let the other person go. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's going on in your present position, Aries. You've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. And you've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, Aries, so I'm going to continue the I'm going to go with the path of someone let someone go. Okay. Someone let someone go in the past position. And now here you are in this present position, and there's an end to your suffering. Okay. Maybe it really hurt you when this person let you go. Okay. Maybe because you were sacrificing a lot, or you were willing to sacrifice a lot, it really probably hurt you that this person let you go, or it hurt you to have to let that person go if it was you that did the letting go, Aries. All right, but now in this present position, you're trying to get out of that. You're trying to come out of that hurt. You're putting an end to that. You're trying to feel secure again. All right, this card can also represent that you feel like someone can take you out of your misery. Okay, you're open to love again, and you're hoping that someone can, make your heart feel better. This also represents that a marriage made of love or convenience, or a marriage for money. So sometimes when you get together, maybe someone came to you because they wanted to be with you for money, and that's coming to an end. Or like a marriage of convenience. It made more sense for you guys to live together and split the bills. But once you live together, you realize that the love is really not there, or that this person is just using you, or vice versa. All right, so somebody might have been in a situation like that, because this card has come up a couple times in other readings. So I feel like there's a connection. Of course, if it's in this reading, it's going to be in someone else's reading also, because you guys are a couple. Okay, so it makes sense that it's coming up somewhere else. All right, we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. This can be indicate a water sign that you're dealing with. Okay, so maybe it's this same water sign from the past. Could be the same water sign. Could be a totally different water sign. Depending on who you ask, this person can represent a Pisces, or this person can represent an Aries. All right, I'm not an Aries. I'm sorry, a Scorpio. So this is either a Pisces or a Scorpio. This is someone who uses love as a weapon. Okay, this is someone who cannot control their emotions, someone who acts without thinking. All right, they're insincere in love, or they can be deceptive in love because they're dishonest. Okay, they're an emotional manipulator. They manipulate your emotions to get you to do what they want you to do. Okay, not necessarily that they don't love you, but they just don't know how to play fair. This is a card of someone who doesn't know how to play fair. Okay, so, if it's the same person from the past, Aries, then for whatever reason, you may really want this person. Okay, you may really, really want this person, because in the past you were willing to sacrifice for them. You were willing to do what it takes, or do what it took to be in a relationship with them. Okay, and there's water coming up all over this reading, because the Hangman is also a card that can represent Pisces. Okay, the Page of Cups is a card that can represent a water sign. I mean, it just depends on who you ask, because sometimes they say this is Cancer, Pisces, whatever. But in most of the things that I've seen, this can represent Pisces. This can be Pisces or Scorpio, once again, depending on who you ask. So maybe you're dealing with two different people, okay, Aries? Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces and a Scorpio, so that's going to resonate with someone. And maybe this Hangman was a decision. You had to pick one, okay? You couldn't have both. And maybe the one that you picked, you were hoping would make you feel better, but maybe, they're in the reverse, because they probably were aware of the fact that there was someone else in the situation. All right, so if this is not a water sign, if this is not another person, then this is you possibly just feeling like you want to be a player right now, because you were hurt by this person in the past. Okay, because you were hurt by this situation that didn't work out. So now, yeah, you're coming out of whatever suffering you were going through when you felt like you were left out in the cold, because that's what this card represents in the upright. So you felt like the Five of Pentacles. You felt like you were left out in the cold in the past, and you felt like you were abandoned. Someone abandoned you. But now you're coming out of that, and you might want to be a player right now. That's one scenario. Okay, we also have the King of Pentacles. And, if it's not a player, if it's not that type of situation, this card then can represent someone who is overwhelmed by the demands of their relationship, or by the demands of their partner in the relationship. Okay, so even though you're coming out of a hangman situation in the past and you're trying to move past these feelings, maybe you're just overwhelmed because your partner is demanding a lot of you, or maybe you are demanding a lot of your partner to make up for whatever the situation was that happened in the past. Okay, we also have the King of Pentacles here in the reverse. And the King of Pentacles, if this is a person, this is an earth sign person, but in the reverse, or someone who has a lot of earth energy, okay? And these could be people who just have a lot of water energy, not necessarily water signs, all right? But I'm just putting that out there for certain people. So this person is impatient, okay? This person could be egotistical. This person can be manipulative, dishonest, controlling. This person is more concerned with money and finances. All right, this person thinks his partner is someone that he has to win. Like you think of your partner as a prize and not necessarily as a person. All right, this person also plays mind games in love and will do anything to get what he wants. So we have a situation here where we might have two people who are being emotionally manipulative with each other. Okay, and so maybe you have a situation where, okay, I'm trying to work this out because this is a lot. There's a lot going on here. All right. Okay, Aries. So if you had a situation in the past where you were at a crossroads, either you had to choose between two people, or you had one person that you wanted, and for some reason, you were willing to sacrifice to be with that person, but that person was not willing to make that same sacrifice. Okay. Now we're here in the present, and you're coming out of these hurt feelings. You're coming out of feeling abandoned, but there might be still some residual hurt feelings going on. And now, if this is a situation where, if this is the same person, all right, you guys now are reversed, okay? So you guys, instead of being in the upright, you guys are reversed because there's some type of imbalance between the two of you. These hurt feelings are not allowing you guys to play nice. Okay, you guys are not fighting fair, and you're both manipulating each other somehow, or trying to manipulate each other. Okay, because you were so direct and you were so upfront with them from the beginning, now you're not willing to do that because you're hurt. And when we're hurt, sometimes we don't fight fair because we're reacting on emotions versus, you know, um, being practical or being logical or thinking things through. Okay, this person's reacting on impulse. This person is basically being kind of vindictive. All right, so if this is your energy, you may feel like, I was willing to provide for you, I was willing to take care of you, and you didn't want it. So yeah, I'm still here now, but I'm not giving you that anymore. Okay, or until you get this person back where you want them, you're not above using underhanded tactics to do that. All right, and if that's not your energy, Aries, then someone's using that energy against you. Okay, someone is willing to do whatever it takes to get you back or to be with you, and you're just very emotional right now. All right, you could be very emotional, you could just be, you know um wanting to have flings, or just, uh how do we put that? You could just be the one who's kind of like, overwhelmed by the demands of this person. Okay? So if this is a new person, you've gone from wanting to be with someone to now someone wanting you and doing whatever it takes to get you, and you're just overwhelmed because the past was difficult, and now you're dealing with these mind games in this present situation. Okay? And maybe you thought this person would be the one to help you get over whatever was going on, but it's turning out to be more than you expected. All right? That's another scenario. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in your future position. All right, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Fool. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this, if this is a person, this represents an air sign. Okay, this person is fearless. This person is brave. This person is very intellectually sound. All right, could be a little bit immature in how they do things, but this person is willing to fight for love. All right, this person is courageous. So this can represent a whirlwind romance, okay? This represents someone who needs to rescue someone. This person has good intentions, okay? So you might have someone coming in, Aries, who is trying to sweep you off your feet. All right. If you're already in a relationship, if this is an ongoing relationship, this just means that your relationship is deepening in intensity. Okay. You guys are communicating better, and you guys have, worked out whatever issues you had in the past, and you're trying to move on to a new beginning. Okay. The Ace of Swords can represent either a new beginning in a relationship, a new direction. All right. So if this couple has made it to the future, then you guys are communicating and you're trying to head in a new direction. Okay. If this is a new person coming in for you, Aries, then, this person is really going to woo you. All right. This person is really going to fight for you. So, where maybe this person in the past didn't fight for you and wasn't willing to sacrifice, you have someone now coming in that is willing to fight for you and sacrifice for you. Okay. And so, you're either going to have a new relationship. This represents possibly that you think about this person a lot, or this person is thinking about you a lot. All right. This represents knowing what you want and how you want things to go. All right. So if this, like I said, if this is an existing relationship, that means it's just the relationship is becoming more balanced. Okay. You're accepting each other for who you are, and you're putting a stop to all that miscommunication and, misunderstanding and all these mind games. You're putting an end to all of that in the future. Okay. You guys are having a fresh new start in this relationship. The Fool card represents new beginnings also and starting over. For some, this can represent not wanting a commitment. Okay, so if you're not in a relationship, you might meet someone new who's willing to sweep you off your feet, but it's going to take you some time to warm up to that person because of everything that happened here. You might not really be focused on a relationship. You're just trying to enjoy your life, okay? And that's always how it happens. When you think you're just going to enjoy your life and there's nothing else going on, there's somebody that's like, I will go to the ends of the earth for you. I want you. I'll do anything you want. And you're looking back here like, wow, why couldn't I get that back here? Okay. If this is not a lack of commitment or lack of wanting commitment, then this equals you just opening up and being open and ready to receive this new beginning. Okay. If you're already in a relationship, this represents a time where you're just going to have to let go and enjoy the moment. This card represents going with the flow. Okay. So, once again, different scenarios, different relationships. We have an Aries that might have either been willing to do anything for this water sign, this Pisces, perhaps, or had to choose between two water signs, okay? And maybe, all right, let's do one at a time, okay? I feel like I need a pen and paper because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like there's could possibly 6 people in this reading, and if they're not 6 people, there's multiple people in this reading, Aries, okay? I don't really feel like you can't be everybody. You and your partner just have different masks that you keep putting on and taking off with each other, okay? I'm the page, now I'm the knight, now I'm the king. It's like, what is going on here? All right, so we have an Aries that was possibly dealing with a Pisces. There's a lot of Pisces energy in this reading, okay? So if we're going to go in that vein, so we have an Aries that was possibly dealing with a Pisces or a water sign, and you really wanted to be with this person, or you were willing to put in the work. Because let's be clear, I'm gonna be clear because I'm the one doing the reading. The King of Wands, yes, he's a go-getter, and yes, he's very aggressive and when he wants someone, okay? And he's willing to do anything to get what the person that he wants. But he's not necessarily known for being the most faithful person. Okay, so maybe that's why this person was hesitant, because Pisces are very sensitive people. Water signs in general are more sensitive. So, yeah, while you're in love with love, okay, and maybe there was a lot of love and a lot of romance in the situation, if this person is looking for a commitment, you're not necessarily going to be that person that was going to provide that for them. If you weren't looking for a commitment, if you're still not looking for a commitment. Okay, now if it's the situation, you could have been committed to someone else, and that's why this hangman was here, because it was a sacrifice. You did have to sacrifice to be with this person. Okay, and so if they didn't want to be in that situation, then that's what leads you to your present situation where you're feeling like maybe they abandoned you or they abandoned the situation or you felt that way. So you're trying to get over feeling that way now. You're feeling like someone can help take you out of your misery. You're feeling like this water sign is the person to bring you out of your misery. Okay, and so now in this present position, maybe as the King of Pentacles in reverse, which is you, you're trying to build back up to that place of feeling secure. Maybe you're doing whatever it takes to get this person because you really want this person. Okay, you're doing whatever it takes to get it, but you're using underhanded tactics. Okay, so you're being underhanded. You're manipulating this person. They're being very emotional. They're emotionally overwhelmed now because it's like, wow, I I tried to move on from this situation, but you won't let me go. I'm still here, and it's a lot to handle because they probably didn't think you were that serious. And you might not be that serious about them. You just want them. Because I know, as an Aries, sometimes when you guys want something, you just want something, okay? I'm going to do whatever it takes for me to get you. And how dare you tell me no? Like, you're telling me no? And so that makes you even more aggressive, right? And you're going to go after what it is that you want. Okay, especially if you feel like this person is someone that makes you happy, okay? Because you guys were very happy together, all right? There was a lot of positive romantic energy, okay, Aries? So you probably can't even understand, how could someone walk away from that? How could this person walk away from all that romance and all that chemistry and all that caring and that bond that you guys had? Okay, so now it's one of two things. Either you are trying to get that person back, okay? You're fighting to get this Pisces back, or you, because there's another scenario here, you were in a commitment, okay? Maybe there's different groups here. So we have someone who wasn't in a commitment, okay? So I'm going to go with that first. You have someone who wasn't in a commitment prior. You have this water sign or this Page of Cups that you wanted to be with. In this hangman situation here, either you guys sacrificed a lot to be together, or one of you had to let the other person go, okay? And I feel like maybe it's this Page of Cups that walked away from this situation. Okay, so now in the present, you are now the King of Pentacles. This person is now the Knight of Cups. Okay, they've advanced. They've gone from a page to a knight, but they are upside down because maybe, the manipulation is just overwhelming for them. They can't believe that you're willing to go to the lengths that you're going to be with them. And you feel like they are the person that, can basically end your misery. All right, you felt miserable when they left, but you want them back, but you're still a little upset that they left, so you're doing whatever you can to get them back, but it's causing a little bit of unbalanced emotions and an unbalanced situation here. All right, and now in the future, all right, in the future, once again, you're in the upright, all right, but your intentions are back to being positive, okay? And I'll go over the other scenarios. This is just one. Your intentions are back to being positive, and you guys are going to have this new beginning, okay? You guys are going to have a new beginning. Now, this is a sword, so this just represents the communication of this new beginning, not necessarily the feelings, not necessarily the legwork. If this was the Ace of Pentacles, we'd feel more secure and grounded in this new beginning. So this just represents the actual turning over of the new beginning, the start of a new direction for this relationship. Okay, that's one scenario. We have another scenario where we have someone that might have been in a commitment. Okay, we have a King of Wands who might not have been completely available. And that's why this situation was the Hangman in the past. And that's why you guys had to, possibly let go of this Page of Cups, or this Page of Cups let go of you. All right. Now, in the present situation, your partner might have been the Knight of Cups. Okay. And so now you are dealing with your actual relationship, which might have been a marriage of convenience, or a marriage where you realize this person was using you for your money, and now you are cutting that person off. That's why you're the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? Or that person, it's vice versa. That person realized that you were the one that, was using them, and they're cutting you off. So once again, you'll know when you hear this. Okay? So now you're cutting this person off, and they are either being emotionally manipulative. They're trying to manipulate you emotionally, but you're King of Pentacles in reverse. You're like, not, it's not happening, okay? And you're protecting yourself. So maybe that's why you're the King of Pentacles in reverse. You're more concerned on your money and your finances right now, because you know this person can't be trusted. So you're not allowing them to have you, you know, you're not allowing them to use you anymore. So you're putting an end to this situation. That's another set of people. Now, if it is still you as the Knight of Wands, you could still be in a situation, you could still be ending this marriage of convenience, or ending the situation where someone was using you, but you still want this person back, okay? Oh my god, I almost used the word that I cannot stand. Regardless of what your relationship status is, you wanted this Page of Cups back. And the Page of Cups is back. They're now presenting themselves as a Knight of Cups, but they're in the reverse because they are emotionally overwhelmed with how far you are willing to go to get them back. Okay? Um, if this is the breakup in this situation, if this is the relationship that broke up in the future, either you have someone that's coming in to sweep you off your feet, or you found someone else that you want to rescue. Okay, Aries, you're done with the water signs altogether. You're done with this person and that person if they're two different people. Or if this is one person, you could be done with that person, and in the future, someone else either comes in to sweep you off your feet, possibly an Aquarius, or you have found someone else that you want to have a new beginning with, and you're off to that new beginning. All right. And if not, then this is you with this water sign, and you know what, you're back to having good intentions. Okay, you're back to being clear in your communication, and like, you're like, look, I wanted you back then. I want you now. And in the future, you figured out, you know what, I need to come correct and go after this person in a more direct manner. And, you guys have a new beginning. May not be a commitment per se, okay? But it's a new beginning nonetheless. Okay, Aries? Like, am I forgetting anything? I mean, you could have been, Aries, you could have been the Page of Cups, okay? You could have been the one that was emotional, in love with love. Maybe you were dealing with a fire sign in the past, okay? And you ended things with that fire sign. And in this present position, maybe you're the Knight of Cups. You want to be a player. You're just like, trying to come in out of the cold and get your security back, get your footing back. Um, and, you are also the Knight of Pentacles because you're focused on your money. You're not really focused on love right now. Um, you know, you might be playing mind games with people because you're just being a bit of a player right now, all right? Because you're still getting over these hurt feelings from your past. But then in the future, after you get over this little bump in the road here, in the future, you have someone that comes in and sweeps you off your feet. All right? Or if you're a male, you meet someone else and that you sweep off their feet. Or as a male, someone could sweep you off your feet. That's not impossible. You can meet someone who really blows your mind, okay? But I really would like some feedback. I would love to know, Aries, what has been going on. The future looks really good. The future looks really positive. It's the present and the past that's just, really tricky because either there's a lot of people, okay, there's somebody who's really a player because you got a lot of people in this reading, or there was just a lot of emotions, okay? There was a lot of emotions between you and either this person or these two people. Okay, but I mean, if I'm looking at it, I mean, it could possibly, you could have been choosing between two, a Pisces and another water sign. Okay, you had to choose. You were the King of Wands, and you had to choose between this Pisces. If this wasn't another Pisces, this was another water sign. And then you picked one of them, but they were emotionally upside down because they probably knew that there was a three-party situation going on. Okay, and you felt like this was going to be the person to take you out of your misery, all right? Or you were miserable. It's like there's more coming to me. All right, all right. You sit here long enough, and I'm looking at this upside down, okay? Because I read the cards, I lay them out so that you see them in the upright. So everything is upside down for me. So I have to take into consideration, like this Knight of Cups is looking upright for me, but for you, he's in the reverse. And that's how I want it to be because I want you to see the cards as I'm pulling them. All right, so now I'm looking at the situation, and like this could be a Pisces, this could be another water sign, and this is going to resonate with someone, not everyone, okay? So you had to pick between the Pisces and this other person, Scorpio or Cancer. Okay, you picked one person, and the person that you chose, oh my gosh, this could go so many different ways. All right, so the person that you chose, right, is not necessarily happy because they knew that there was someone else in the picture. Okay, so you are being maybe a little bit emotionally, you're being a bit of a bully, okay? You're being a little bit selfish because you're like, look, I picked you, okay? I picked you, and that's the end of it. Or you didn't decide. Maybe one of these people walked away, okay? One of these people walked away, and now you are doing whatever you can to get them back because you feel like they are the person that can put an end to your misery. All right. It could be the Pisces. All right. This is how I'm saying it. Okay. And if I'm wrong, then you guys can let me know in the comments. All right. You have two people that remember, everything that I tell you, there's different scenarios. So I'm not canceling out any of the other ones. I'm just reading the cards and trying to make sure that I don't miss something. You had two people with water sign energies, okay? Possibly a Pisces and another water sign. All right? Maybe a Scorpio, because the Knight of Cups can either be Pisces or Scorpio. So that's why I'm thrown off a little bit, because if I'm looking at them as people, it's kind of, the court cards are kind of tricky. All right? So you either picked one of these people, and the one that you picked is not necessarily happy about being chosen because they knew there was someone else in the picture. Or this person walked away from you, right? Because they knew someone else was in the picture. But here you are in the present. You're like, I cannot believe this person walked away from me. And you're doing everything you can to get that person back. Okay? And now this person, this Pisces, is either they don't really want to be in a relationship. Okay, they didn't want a commitment, or they know that they can't commit to you because you might have been in a marriage already, a marriage of convenience. All right, so just because you feel like, you know what your situation is, they're still like, look, I don't want to be a part of this. All right, so that's why they're in the reverse. They're emotionally overwhelmed, or maybe they just, they're used to manipulating you. Like, you guys right now are kind of in a situation where when you realize how deep a relationship goes, how far someone is willing to go to be with you, sometimes things get a little bit tricky. So it is a little bit tricky right now. You guys there's some manipulation for sure. There's some manipulation and deception going on in this situation. Okay? But in the future, one of you gets it together and realizes that, manipulation is not the way. And you're like, look, I'm clearly going to pursue you. Okay, I'm going to pursue you in a clear manner because I really want you. Okay, and I have good intentions towards you despite how we started in the past. All right, so let's have this new beginning. Let's discuss how we're going to move forward. Let's go in a new direction. And let's just go with the flow from now on. Okay, let's go with the flow and see what happens. Because there is a lot of feelings here. There are a lot of feelings here. Okay? And, you know, Aries, you're going to have to really let me know. Because I've given you a lot of scenarios here. There's a lot. I mean, like I said, if this is just energy, there's a lot of energy going on in this relationship because of the people, the cards, and, the fact that, this could be a person, this could be a person, that's a person, that's a person, that's a person, that's a person. There's a lot of people. This is a person, possibly. There's only 2 cards here that aren't represented by people. So that's why there's just like, wow, what is really happening? So you guys, oh my God, we're at 30, almost 40 minutes. Okay, you guys, let me know in the comments what's going on in September. All right, what's going on? I'm trying to think back to your past, and I think that's why I kept pulling Pisces, because Aries, I feel like there was an issue with you and a Pisces in your previous monthly readings. Okay, so I'm going to also do your general readings, and they'll be going up around the same time as this video, so go ahead and see if the general reading can give you a little bit more clarity into this situation as well. All right, Aries, see you guys at the next reading, okay? Once again, let me know in the comments what's going on, guys. I want to know. Bye.